Number 12, par 3, 156. We got a curve here. First throw is going to be with a big nose. We got to go around. I don't have any weights on this. Let's see how it does. Just put some weights on it. Okay, this one curves around pretty good. Hole number 12, par 3, 156, 156 feet. I had to put some weights on this right here. I just repainted it. Ooh. That one cut around pretty good. I tell you what, with Kylie, sometimes, well, that's a really light one right there. You need to put weights on it. I use quarters and nickels that I put on a railroad track, and they flatten out. And when they flatten out, you know, they're just a couple of millimeters wide. And let's see where. Somebody cut this tree right here. And she came around. Let's see where she's at. Oh, there she is. That tree was in the way. So, the basket's right here, which is, we're halfway to the basket. So she came here, turned to where we threw her over there. So she made a really good turn right there. And since the basket's right there, I'm going to use the heavy one, the putter here. Well, this is not the putter. I just put weights on the mid-range. I'm not sure how she's going to fly, but I know the putter will go straight. But the basket's here. We can get close to it there, we get a par. I hate to skin that up after painting that. Isn't that nice? Get it level. Woo. Yep. These woods, these trees are everywhere. Look at all these trees, they bent over. It's like a wind, one of those wind balls that come down at 200 miles per hour, like it just plastered right here. So here's our basket. And Kylie's right over here. It looks nice after painting it. That was a good throw. Went out the bottom of the basket. So that gives us our par. And that was pretty easy on that one. It wouldn't have been if we didn't get that curve, that hook. I'm gonna stop right here a second. And I wanna see how much she'll hook around here, because from where we started at over there. You always got to aim at something. Don't just throw it. You got to aim. I'm going to aim it at this tree right here and hopefully she misses it. Well, I was aiming at that tree, and she was coming around. She hit something right here and bounced back into the road right there. But she came over here, hit something, bounced back in the road. And this is where we started right here. And I'm gonna throw her level to that tee. Woo. Now she turned pretty nice right there. She was going right to the tee, that concrete. Right when she got to it, she turned. Hole number 8, 211 feet. And the way it's got it going, it looks like it's straight, but it's not. It goes, it's got like a dog leg right here. Goes that way. And then you got to go back that way like a snake. So that confuses me. I walk that way to make sure. So we're going to use our big nose here, and she'll turn so we get to go around that corner right there. Okay, she hooked and turned. She didn't go quite as far as I wanted to go that way, but she still hooked. You can't see her from here because she hooked those trees in the way. Some of these Kylies, depending on what kind you have, the way they're designed and whatever, and how light they are or how heavy they are, they'll give you different types of hooks. And so she ended right here. And so she made that curve right there, which is pretty good. Then we got another curve. The basket's right here through all these trees right here. Okay. I didn't go quite as far as I wanted her to go, but I just put some weights on her, and so I'm just trying her out. So we are a little ways from the basket here. The basket's here. Ooh, it still turned. Okay, the sun's blinding me a little bit here. Okay, that was a good throw. I'm aiming for one link, just one link. The vertical chain and one link. That helps if you got any distance you gotta throw. Okay. Okay, getting warmed up here a little bit maybe. Number 9 hole, par 3, 287 feet. You can go at it 2 different directions, right or left. I know this one well enough to know it's better to go this way. This is my Bafarisi here. Be real careful with it. And I got a tree right here. I gotta go around that tree. And so I'm gonna hold it, not like that, but like this. About, that's 3 o'clock, close to 4. and try to get her to hook, and she'll hook, but hopefully she goes out far enough to hook around that tree. Okay, I'm gonna be throwing it at this tree right here to try to get her to hook around it. We got a wind blowing toward us. That wind dropped down a little bit. Ooh. Turn. Okay. I heard just glimpse that tree to the left. I'm throwing it at this tree right here because I know I'm not going to hit it. It's going to go out. And she hooked. You see how she hooked that tree over there. She just did touch it, but she was hooking. Okay, so that was a really good throw, actually. I know with GoPro it's hard to see, but my window is right here between that tree and this tree over here. So you have to be pretty precise when you're throwing. Let's see where she ended up. The basket is right there. That's where the basket is. All right. So her basket's here. She ended up right here. Actually, that was a really, really good throw. Basket's there. I'm gonna use a putter here. Now what I'm gonna do, I want to get a par at least. I'm 25, 30 yards. So if I can get close to the basket with this, then it'll be an easy par. Okay. It bounced a little more than I wanted to. But we're right in line with the basket right here. A par. Okay, well that's not too bad, because if you look where we where we had to come from, a tree here, a tree over there, had to cut through those trees, and it hooked like I wanted it to over here, and then we just threw one close to the basket. So that's number 9. Okay, and then we got number 10 over here. So that was par. That was good. Okay. Now this is number 10. Number 10, par 3, 326. 326 feet. And there's an M on a tree right here and an M on that tree, which means you got to go between them. And it looks, where's the basket? I'll tell you in a second. Okay guys, this right here is really invaluable to me. I use it for a lot of different reasons, but this is a Vortex rangefinder, and I think the lens here is like 8 or 10 power, which got the sun in my eyes. If you can't see your basket, then this is where this comes in. Gee, I still don't see it. Okay, I see it now. I just do see it, even with this. It's right straight ahead that way. So I need to kind of hook a little bit that way. So, okay, so I got to hook a little bit that way would be helpful. So, of course, with the rangefinder, you can find your range, plus you can see and look for stuff. You don't have to have a separate pair of binoculars. I don't want this one. I want the heavy one. And this is Bob Farisi. And I really try to be careful with Bob Farisi. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to aim at this tree right here. It's got M on it. Because I know that the way I throw it, I'm not going to hit that tree. It's going to veer to the left. Always aim at something with a Kylie. To me, that's the way I do it. Because if you just say, well, I'm just going to go right in between here, you're not really aiming at anything. You're just open. You got a big target. So aim at one thing. So hopefully this goes well. This is a beautiful Bob Farisi. Kylie. Gonna try to keep her a little bit level. The hard part is with these, with your grip is different than a disc. You got to keep it, your grip perfect, and you got to spin it. So it's, you got to have it level. If you tilt it, it's going to go to the ground. If you tilt it this way, it's going to go up. So, okay, we got to throw it through here, this window here, between that tree and that tree, and get it to hook a little bit. I'm going to be throwing it at that tree with the M on it, which means you got to throw it in between that and the other one. Woo! That was, man, that was such a good throw. But there was a little limb there, these little tiny branches that it hit, and that stopped it. It would have went really nice. Okay, she hit these little limbs right here. Man, if she didn't hit those limbs, oh, I could have got a birdie out of this. Okay, so she landed here. I'm gonna throw my putter because she's heavy and the wind's blowing a little bit. See how close we can get. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so I'm gonna land it here. The basket's here. We got limbs here, so we gotta get low. Okay, we got a shot. It fell out the bottom, looks like. So good throw. So that's a par. Okay guys, number 11, 230 feet, par 3. It's got a good curve right there. And it's got an M right here. We got to throw on the other side of the M marker. And going to use our big nose, get a little turn in here. Ooh. Now that was a good throw. She did hook some, and she put me straight in line, I think, with the basket, so that's good. And that's a par 3. So. And we went around the M here, which is, you can't hit, you can't throw on the other side of it. You gotta throw on the inside. So that little beak nose is so light that it's really helpful to make these little turns. And our beak nose is here and our basket's right there. And again, our putter right here. We got to throw between these trees right here. Okay. That should be about right. Should be about perfect. So that was our second throw, and this will be our par throw, our basket number 11. They got these baskets running kind of funny here. Step behind it. Par. Good shot. Again, even when they're not that far away, I'm still aiming for one link. You know, when you throw, if you're at any distance, your Kylie is going to curve. It's going to go out and it's going to curve. So if I'm at any distance, I'm not going to throw for the center link. I'm going to throw for right here. You know, because I want it to come in. You know, discs are that way too. So at least some of them. And